We present to you now Ken Bonus doing a demonstration on how to mix fuel for trail clearing.
Okay, so what I have here in front of me is almost exactly 1 gallon of fuel, or as close as I can measure that at the gas station. We always use premium unleaded fuel. We don't use regular or the mid-grade. We want as high of octane as we can. We only get premium gas from like Chevron or Shell. Those are the two main ones that our guys at A&B Saw said to use. So you take your fuel, exactly 1 gallon, you add to it one of these little 2-ounce things of high performance oil from Steel. All of our equipment are 2-stroke engines, and so they need a 50-to-1 fuel to oil mix, and this works out exactly correctly. So you measure it into 1 gallon, so you wind up with slightly more than 1 gallon, but it's not a big deal. So what I do is just set that in there like that, let it sit for a minute or two while I run around and do something else, and while that's happening, then it's all draining out. In theory, you could also buy this stuff, which is Moto Mix. It's pre-mixed. It's also ethanol-free fuel, but it's $36 a gallon. And since we go through a half a gallon to a gallon per outing, it gets pretty pricey compared to just buying regular gas. So what we're doing with the gas, we're adding the oil, and in a minute, we're going to add some of this stuff, this enzyme fuel treatment. And what this does is counteract the negative effects of the ethanol that you get in a tank of gas. And it doesn't take very much, just a little splash. I think it's something like 1 ounce per 6 gallons. So I usually just measure out a little dollop, and that does the trick. Put the lid on. Give it a little shaky shake. And then what I also like to do once I'm done is take a little simple grinder or something. Come on, there we go. And just clean up around everywhere. And then once I've got it all mixed, I'll transfer it usually to one of our fuel gallons, not fuel bottles, excuse me, because these are a little easy to fit in the pack. And the same thing there, I'll try to keep them clean on the outside because the oil kind of leaves a residue. And that is how we mix fuel.